Hello and welcome to this guided relaxation session. This is perfect for anyone that wants to reconnect, feel grounded and soothed within their body. So try your best now to let whatever you've just been doing go, whether it's the end of the day, no matter where you've just come from. Imagine really fully arriving into the space wherever you're at, taking out 15-20 minutes of time just for you to reconnect. It might be as you start to quieten down your movements that you notice your mind chatter, and perhaps you're still caught up in the day or whatever you've just come from. To keep it simple, you can imagine placing everything into a basket by a door. Anything you don't need right now. As you return after this session, you can always pick up things. But for now, just do your best to imagine placing everything into that basket by the door. Might be that you need to do this one thing at a time, or it could just be like a heavy load dropping. And when you feel ready to let that go, you can imagine a circle of 8 being drawn around you and the basket. So the figure of 8, you're in one circle and the basket is in another. And at the moment, you're still connected. And when you feel ready, using your own way, you can imagine a large block or barrier coming down and breaking that circle of 8. And if it helps, you can imagine that basket becoming smaller and smaller away from you, perhaps even flowing down a river. And as you stand now in your own circle, almost as if you've arrived home and push the button to have a little pause. So ideally you'd be sitting, or if you prefer, you can be lying down somewhere comfortable where your back is fully supported. It sometimes helps to start and feel your feet fully on the floor. And if you want to, you can place your hands on your stomach. And you can begin to gently breathe in for 2, 3, 4, and out for 2, 3, 4, and in for 2, 3, 4, and out for 2, 3, 4. Doing your best to continue that in your own pace. It might be you want to count to 6, but just to begin with, just keep it simple and easy on yourself. This isn't something else to effort for. This is just approaching this from relaxation. And as you inhale, your belly expands as much as it can. And as you exhale, your belly collapses in. And we breathe together. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just doing your best to relax into this breath and allow that to be your sole focus for now. We do balance breathing as it helps to balance our nervous system. Even just doing 2 minutes of this can really support you to feel calmer and more settled. Once you've settled into a nice rhythm, you can do your best to bring your awareness to your shoulders, imagining a mini you going to your shoulders and just checking how they feel. Giving your shoulders full permission to relax. And it might be you want to tense them first and then let them drop. And as we do that, we can let our shoulders and our forearms and our hands and our fingers all feel heavy and relaxed. Perhaps they're resting still on our lap. And if it helps, you can use a colour that reminds you of relaxation being poured from the top of your head down to your shoulders, forearms, hands and fingers. And if you lose your way, just simply come back to breathing in, allowing your belly to expand, and breathing out, allowing your belly to fall in. We can imagine now that relaxing colour being poured down the back of our neck, all the way down the back of our spine, covering the whole of our back. Bringing your awareness, that mini you, to your back, doing your best to give it permission to relax. And this might be easy for some or may take some time. The more you do this, the easier it will become. Don't worry, just do your best to send relaxing signals to your back. And if at any point your mind starts to become noisy, just thank your head and reassure it that it will be heard and it will get its time to speak. But now we're focusing on our bodies and our breath. We can feel our sit bones comfortably sat on a chair, or also feeling relaxed when we're lying down. Feeling that relaxation being poured down the back of our legs. The back of our calves. And onto the soles of our feet. And while we're at the soles of our feet, we can imagine breathing down roots from our feet into the ground below us, all the way to the earth's core. If you want to, you can imagine a colour red being drawn all the way up from the earth, all the way to our feet. And we'll just sit and take a few breaths imagining this. As we're breathing in, the roots are going all the way down. And we're breathing out and drawing up all that nurturing earth energy all the way up to our feet. And repeating that once more, breathing in, imagining the roots going all the way down to the ground, into the earth. Breathing out, drawing up that colourful energy all the way up to our feet. And you can imagine now that nurturing, grounding energy of whatever colour you choose. Perhaps it is red. Drawing it all the way up to the fronts of our calves, knees, and thighs. Also checking in that these areas feel relaxed. And doing your best with this process and giving yourself permission to try and play with this in whatever way feels comfortable. We now imagine our bellies to feel soothed and relaxed. Perhaps it already is, with the breath being in, our belly expands, and the breath out, our belly collapses in. We can imagine the whole of our chest and our heart area and stomach feels soothed and relaxed, perhaps in whatever colour you have chosen that represents being calm and relaxed. You can imagine that being drawn up to your face and jaw, eyes, forehead, sending relaxation and signals that the body can let go of anything it's holding on to around here. And now, giving yourself time to just check if there's anywhere that you've missed. Perhaps starting once again at the top of the head, and this time imagining that jug could be the sense of energy being brought in, or visualizing a colour trickling all the way down our face, top of our head, back of our head, front and back of neck, shoulders, forearms, hands, fingers. With each exhale, perhaps it moves more further down the body, and the chest, the heart, stomach, groin, thighs, knees, shins, feet. And you can imagine it perhaps either doing the front of the body, the sides, and the back of the body, or perhaps for you it's just one way of doing that. And we can just take another scoop full of the jug and imagining it being poured down the back of our neck, shoulders, back, glutes and sit bones, hamstrings, calves and feet. And imagining now yourself cocooned in a colour being completely drawn around you, almost as if you're having a hug from a piece of fabric that's protecting you and nurturing all that goodness within. And doing your best now to think of one final image that represents calmness to you. Perhaps it is the image of a tree or a garden or a loved one, objects, and really honing in things that resemble calmness to you. So at any point you can return to thinking of that, the breath, and checking in with each area of the body. This was a short and simple recording just to start to get you feel connected and learning to listen to your body. You can repeat this at any time and just simply send appreciation and thanks to yourself and one thing that you're grateful for. Perhaps it's giving yourself 10 minutes to have a relaxation, or something that's happened in your day that you're grateful for. And letting your breath settle in whatever rhythm is good for you. We can slowly start to bring our awareness back to the sounds around us. Feeling heavy in the chair or wherever we're lying. Wriggling your fingers and toes. Maybe even having a stretch or a little move. Perhaps wrapping your arms around yourself. Just giving yourself a little hug of appreciation. And well done for showing up and doing your best. And it's a nice suggestion now to have a bit of water and just go to your next exercise, whatever that is, in a gentle way as you reintegrate from having this relaxation time. And wishing you all a lovely rest of your day.